Hello everybody and welcome to our What's New in Civil 3D 2025.0.1 webinar today. We are very excited to have Simon Noyola here with us to walk us through these latest changes. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take care of some logistics. Okay, so all attendee lines will be muted during the presentation. We ask that you send us your questions via the questions box throughout the presentation. Unfortunately, we will not have a live Q&A today because of time constraints, but we will do our best to reply to your questions via email following the presentation. This webcast will be recorded for future viewing, and we did want to mention that that's going to be coming in to you in an email following up on this webinar if you're registered for this webinar, and it will be available as well on our YouTube channel and on our website later this afternoon. Autodesk training is available. We do have our essentials courses that take place on a monthly basis, as well as customized training options. And for more information on that, you can contact us. For any additional questions as well, you can contact us at 305-445-6480 or email us at info@ddscad.com. Okay, so without further ado, Simon, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all those who are following us live today, June 6, 2024. Let's proceed with a summary of Civil 3D. 2 months after its release, users are gradually realizing the performance and capabilities of the product. I am Simon Noyola, and it is a pleasure for me to be here with you today. What is new in the latest version of Civil 3D, which is 2025-01.5? Let's see. There were modifications made to the technical specifications, direct communication issues related to ArcGIS maps, modernization of the coordinate system, enhancements in surface performance, introduction of new corridor flow, in addition to the changes that were already included in the 2024 version 3 of the project. The Dynamo Core for Civil 3D was included in the .NET 8 theme. Similarly, the enhancements in ASAPis, while also inheriting or moving towards a point .NET 8, are experiencing improvements and progress. We possess a Performance Analyzer 1, a set of adjustments that have been developed specifically for this version. Let us commence with the technical subject matter. The version and official name Civil 3D 2025 for IT personnel can be located in the Microsoft registry under the abbreviation ACAD 8100 409 250. In this updated version, the build number is visible in the top left corner, labeled as 13H7154. It is of utmost importance for developers to have knowledge about the compatibility between the years 2018 and 2025. The development name for this version was Civil 3D Veil, which holds significance in the context of the project. Operating systems supported are Windows 10 and Windows 11. The release date is set for 2024. We will carefully analyze the improvements in a step-by-step manner. Let's start by looking at the time it will take to install the product using a deployment. This better method for you to install, and especially for the IT staff responsible for various installations on multiple machines. We are seeing the time directly here at the bottom right. It's been 3 min. It has started. The application icons have started to appear. Let's hope it reaches completion. Civil D is on the verge of finishing the installation, making the final adjustments. We are ready to proceed. Now, let's examine another topic, which is the process of installing AutoCAD with Civil 3D in the same installation environment and how it can be done efficiently. Let us examine, using the same undeployment method, it initiated in this installation order, with the initial step being the installation of Civil 3D, and then subsequently the installation of AutoCAD will take place. Both of them are in the year 2025 and have a numerical value of 0.1. Please observe, the installation of Civil 3D is almost complete. The next product will be installed shortly. Here we're observing it It's reached the 5-min mark and it's about to begin. AutoCAD 2005 installation has begun. The first icon is already visible. This will take about 1 minute and 20 seconds of our time. The task is completed. We will now continue with the discussion on the process of opening Civil 3D for the first time. Let's observe the time it takes to start Civil 3D for the first time. We are actively monitoring the progress in real time. On the right side, it reaches 10 seconds. We will keep a close eye on this as it progresses to 18 seconds, 20 seconds, and 21 seconds, noting any changes or developments. Now, when we work on large projects, on the left side, we can see the year 2024. This version, known as 2024-3, is the latest update. The 25 version was about to be released, so it is inheriting the performance. Then, some minor adjustments were made again. In 25, we can observe the time, which can be seen on the right or lower right side of each screen. 33 seconds has already arrived on the right side, indicating progress. The project has already appeared on the screen, except on the left side, where the image doesn't show up yet. It has appeared and is ready. Both versions, 2024 and 2024-3, were very similar, because they represented the latest update of Civil 3D 2024, ensuring optimal performance. Let's continue analyzing the features, and let's look at another interesting point, sharing RIN's images within AutoCAD, within AutoCAD Map, within Civil 3D. The three products share these improvements, and let's see within Civil 3D, so we can analyze the content and gain a better understanding of the enhancements that have been made to the software and how they impact its functionality. I will navigate to Civil 3D. Within Civil 3D, we have a georeferenced project, okay? I will move towards geolocation. In the top right corner, geolocation appears. We turn on the maps. Let's start with European Street Map. This new look of sharing this type of images looks interesting, so we can switch to galleries with higher resolution. As you are seeing, there are 5 new elements to start experiencing in your day-to-day work. Additionally, there is still the issue of Bink's images that needs to be addressed. It is time to integrate either light backgrounds or dark backgrounds, depending on how you want to enhance your projects. This will allow us to customize the visual presentation and create a more impactful and engaging experience for our audience. By utilizing these new features, we can elevate the quality and efficiency of our work, making it more visually appealing and user-friendly. The theme is combined. AutoCAD, for example, also has the theme of bringing the information or locating the project using RIMAP. I am displaying it in the top left section. In addition to the existing functionality we already had through Bing Maps or From File, this new element is added to enhance the overall features and capabilities of the software. Okay, we will continue. We will keep analyzing and providing you with recommendations on the use of Civil 3D, giving you valuable insights and guidance. The next step in the process is the modernization of the coordinate system that will be implemented. Users of Civil 3D who have also been utilizing the AutoCAD Map interface are aware that we have multiple options available to assign a coordinate system to our projects in a way that is suitable for our needs and requirements. The image you are currently viewing on the screen is a recently introduced command known as geox assign. There is no specific icon that represents this command, so we need to manually type it in. Let us go back to Civil 3D and start by showing you where we assign a coordinate system or where it is still assigned in the following way. While in the Settings tab on the project title, right-click, we enter to edit the drawing parameters. Within this area, Under Units and Zones, we have Time Zones and Available Systems. This is the classic window of Civil 3D, the software used for civil engineering design and analysis. It provides a comprehensive set of tools and features for creating and managing civil engineering projects. To enable the AutoCAD map window, we need to turn on the AutoCAD map space within the palettes. Then, in the Map Explorer tab, we enter the coordinate system on the file title to specify the desired settings. This action allows us to view the assignment of the global coordinate system. If we click on the Select Coordinate System button, it will open a dialog box or a library of coordinate systems, where we can make our selection accordingly. This feature provides a convenient way to manage and customize the coordinate system settings in AutoCAD Map. Alright, at this point, we will showcase the new command, and I will proceed to close the map panel. In order to access the new command, it is necessary to type geoxassign. By doing so, you will be able to see the new interface and the updated look of the dialog box for assigning coordinate systems. This enhanced interface provides a fresh and improved experience when working with coordinate systems in geospatial applications. Within projected coordinate systems, in this lower part we have the countries. We navigate through all the content. USA is visible. It is also visible in UTM systems, as shown on the screen. The issue of having elevation elements arises when we select a data point here. In the upper right corner, there is an option to select a vertical datum, if available. Within that area, we have custom coordinate systems, vertical relationship coordinate systems, ellipsoidal, gravity-related data. You can easily access and assign the coordinate system to your project by simply double-clicking. Make sure to utilize the available options for accurate representation of your data in the desired coordinate system. Take note of the importance of selecting the appropriate vertical datum for precise elevation measurements. This is the fresh visual representation of the coordinate system used in civil engineering projects and design projects. The coordinate system operates with utmost precision and accuracy, providing seamless functionality for all project requirements. With regards to geographic information systems, my recommendation is that we should stick to the previous process and make use of mapping techniques for assignment purposes, as we have done in the past. Let us continue our analysis of the news, performance topics, and surface performance. The level of detail of the surfaces has undergone a change in the command. Previously, we used to express the command as level of detail, but now the command is represented by the variable surface toggle, which is accompanied by 4 additional variables. These variables allow us to assign low detail, high detail, or individual detail to each of the surfaces. This new approach provides us with greater flexibility and precision in controlling the level of detail for the surfaces, thereby enhancing our analysis capabilities and improving the overall accuracy of our findings. Where can we find this command, or what is its location? How do we activate it, or what is the method to activate it? Let us take a moment to review it. Let us take a moment to review our program and assess its effectiveness and efficiency. At the moment, we are working on this file. I want to show you a file with large extensions so that you can also observe the performance in Prospector. Our next step will be to focus on the surfaces area. If this applies to all surfaces, we can right-click and enable the option to either reduce the level of detail or increase it. This will allow us to optimize the performance. When this option is enabled on the surfaces, a blue symbol is added to visually indicate their presence. This feature enhances the user. A blue symbol is used to indicate that we are currently optimizing the performance of the system. In the past, an icon used to appear under the view control options. However, Now you will also find it in the prospector when selecting the surface with the right click. This is due to the addition of the surface level of detail variable. This enhancement allows for easier access and control of the surface details, providing a more efficient user experience. It is turned on. We have already noticed in this particular area, if it is turned on and we navigate to the object viewer, you will see that the program immediately responded to our actions. This surface measures 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers. Here you are observing it. When navigating through the D-orbit, we position a control point within the surface of the D-orbit. This will manipulate the information directly, as you see on the screen, in a manner very similar to the object viewer. You can observe it by using the right button. We have a variety of additional navigation tools or navigation modes available for your use. When working with continuous orbits, using the info you see with the triangles, we're going to slide the left mouse button towards one side and release it by letting go of the mouse button we were holding down. Slide it slowly. This will depend on the speed at which you drag the mouse for the movement to be slower or faster. The speed of the slide will vary based on how quickly or slowly you move the mouse. I'm about to expedite the process. You can observe it. The program is functioning perfectly with just one click to halt the movement, perform a right click, and I will exit the command. Okay, we are currently analyzing the performance of the product. Specifically, we are focusing on the users who have recently installed the product and have not made any changes yet. It has been 2 months since the release of the latest version. They are progressively releasing additional features and enhancements for Civil 3D 2025 version 01. I was informing you, I desire to demonstrate to you a project that possesses significant dimensions and is of considerable size. Let's first review the length of our alignment. Here I am demonstrating it using the properties as a visual representation. Upon observation, it can be noted that we have an approximate distance of 838 kilometers documented in this file. Let's see. Let's also look at the performance. We locate the design profile. The design profile, we are navigating in real time during our search. Let's validate the information. In this visual, we can see kilometer 0 located at the top right corner. Our objective is to cover the entire distance. The distance we need to travel is 838 kilometers, as indicated in the visual representation. Now, what happens with the surface? As we get closer, contour lines start to appear. We establish contact with the surface, right-click once more. Let's analyze the issue in Obvia Viewer. They immediately observed that the project had materialized and become visible. We are getting closer to a particular area. Carefully observe how it is reacting. Pay close attention to it. Many individuals express curiosity about the rapid movement. This can be attributed to the factors we initially discussed regarding the points, specifically the point net 8, which contributes to this impressive performance. You are making use of the GPU, and changes have also been applied to the GPU variables to optimize performance and ensure accurate calculations. We observed it in AutoCAD 2025 version 01. I am uncertain if the individuals who were accompanying us in that webinar have any recollection of it. We are showcasing the subjects that are commonly shared by users of the AutoCAD software application. Share AutoCAD map with Civil 3D, the coordinate system we were discussing. They also share the database with InfraWorks. We should proceed with further exploration and continue to provide valuable recommendations based on these changes. The topic of corridor flow, where the 2024.3 version that Autodesk released was a precursor to the 2025 version. The 2024.3 release by Autodesk served as a precursor to the 2025 version. We were already considering multiple baselines in the corridor configuration with the ability to select multiple alignments simultaneously. I will have the capability to choose multiple feature lines in order to generate an integrated corridor. Version 25.1 underwent improvements, resulting in enhanced performance and efficiency of corridor regeneration, providing a more optimized and seamless experience for users. These updates are also leading us towards the section commands, which are an important aspect of our progress. The generation of surfaces takes place instantaneously during the creation process of the corridor. Further enhancements have been made to other properties and parameters in the dialog boxes as well. Let's take a look. Let's examine a small example within Civil 3D and see what we can learn from it. I am going to open up another file. Here they are currently watching it. We are executing these movements with a live application. We have implemented a grid system for a plot of land or a project. Envision this as being directly related to urban development or the real estate sector. The elements that you see displayed on the screen are feature lines. These feature lines, when we analyze the elevations, are currently set at 0, but they have the capability to acquire any desired design elevation. And we will generate a corridor in collaboration, taking into consideration all the alignments that have been taken into account. Okay, let's take a look. I will enter the corridors. Inside the corridor, there is this dialog box, and I want to emphasize that it is inherited from version 2024, specifically the third version. Situated within the upper part, we have the option to select from multiple alignments, multiple feature lines, or press the Enter key to continue. Let's choose the entire study area as our desired selection for this task at hand. We press Enter key. At this moment, it asks us to select either our section type or our assembly from the available options or choices. We made the selection for the assembly. You have the capability to observe that it classified or filtered the feature lines, assigning each of them their respective assembly based on specific criteria. Within this specific area, the template selection becomes visible. In the event that we have a surface, we are able to choose the surface from that particular point in the process. We click on OK. The development of the corridor begins. We commence the process of developing the corridor. Within the surfaces, let's annotate the creation. The creation of the surface is already finished. They have completed the development of a single corridor in collaboration, integrating all the feature lines. Now, let's take a closer look inside the surfaces and explore their intricacies. Regarding the surfaces, we are planning to make some updates on this side in the event that the data has not been reflected accurately. Okay, if it didn't reflect at this moment, I actually disabled an option. No, it's not a problem. Let us choose the corridor, and it is truly fascinating to observe the remarkable speed at which we will generate the surfaces with great efficiency. We incorporated the code points starting from the top, thereby enhancing the accuracy of the surface. In this particular step, we are generating two surfaces. One of these surfaces will serve as the top theme. At this juncture, we are making modifications to the name. I am also planning to make changes to the name of the upcoming surface. We are intending to include the datum as well in our modifications to ensure accuracy and precision. We reinforce the accuracy to follow all the lower part and also to search for where the corridor ends. I performed the task in this manner to enable you to observe the speed at which it is generating the surfaces. You have witnessed it. Simply right-click on it. In addition, We will also give you the performance required to accurately navigate the surfaces and ensure proper functionality. Consequently, we are presently analyzing the enhancements of the corridor for individuals who are dedicated to automation in design. This involves utilizing Net 80 to consolidate all nodes within this core, conducting searches based on categories and text themes to achieve better readability, renaming nodes within the library, working with geometries across various scale ranges, and taking advantage of the updates towards objects, which ultimately grant us access to these valuable improvements in terms of efficiency, productivity, and overall design quality. By implementing these advancements, we can streamline the automation process, optimize design workflows, and ensure seamless integration of automated features into our projects. The application programming interfaces watch was also added to the network, totaling 80. Those involved in development have a guide to enable and where we find two resources. The surface is making use of these elements, thereby enhancing its performance and optimizing its functionality to achieve superior results. When working with large areas, a multimedia messaging service file accompanies our project or the general file. It exclusively updates when there is a significant change or when there is any change occurring, without any exceptions or additional conditions. If there is no change on the surface, the MMS does not interfere, then the performance demonstrates a higher level of efficiency and effectiveness. Miscellaneous, we will quickly go over the changes, the test with which we are conducting this webinar. They observe the machine displayed on the screen, which is not a workstation equipped with a dedicated professional graphics card, but rather a card similar to the GeForce that one can possess. They discovered the behavior to be interesting, and let us review as a summary all of the things that have changed within this version. We are conducting this overview quickly, aiming to cover every aspect of the changes made. Let's review each of these components. We already talked about the improvements, the topic of PointNet 8. Here we have the performance, general adjustments, issues that users had reported. Now the storm sanitary analysis topic is not showing up in the menu. The app has been downloaded in version 2024. It works perfectly and is fully compatible with Civil D 2025 without any issues. Defects and adjustments that were taking place during the process of updating the system. Here we are briefly going through these components so you have an idea of what is being done. And finally, we will show you where the performance analyzer is located within Civil 3D. I will navigate to the application and you will see that under the Manage tab, we have the Performance Analyzer icon. In this situation, it requests access permissions. We will navigate through the project and everything is being recorded under this command. When we are ready to stop the recording, we click on the Stop Recording button. It starts processing to give us the diagnosis of how much time was dedicated to hardware acceleration. Let's wait for the information to be processed. It's done, and we have found that it took 23 seconds for the regeneration time. You can also see this information here. And this is how we are concluding this webinar. I hope the summary has been helpful. You have it again on this slide. Thank you. I am Simon Noyola, and see you in the next one.
Okay, perfect, Simon. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you all for being here today for our What's New in Civil 3D 2025.0.1 webinar. Just some quick little closing notes here. Our blog is live on our website. You can go ahead and check that out at the URL on the screen. It's ddscad.com/category/Autodesk, or you can look for it in the menu at the top of our website. As I mentioned, we do have Autodesk training available both on a monthly essentials basis and on more customized sort of topics as well. You can check us out through our website where you can find information about the software that we are able to provide as well as the services. Please reach out to us again at 305-445-6480 or email us at info@ddscad.com for any more information. And again, thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your day.